Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Let me turn my volume up. Hold on. Turn my volume up real quick so y'all can hear me real quick. Just real quick. Couple minutes. We back. Divine inspiration. You know what it is. You are a source of inspiration for your community. You are a source of inspiration for your friends. You are a source of inspiration for your family. You are a source of inspiration to every single person connected to you. Don't ever forget it. Do not ever forget it. All right. So yesterday, I'm hoping and I'm praying that the spiritual warfare video really helped somebody. If not today, maybe later. If you're not quite there yet, or if, it's still marinating a little bit, that's cool too. But so I think over the past, yesterday and then the day before yesterday, over the past couple of days, this message has been like resonating lately, especially reading this book about the mind. It really, I don't know, like it just kind of like just gave me a whole new revelation in regards to relationships and why they not working and why they didn't work and why they haven't worked and why they will not work until you do the work. Okay, so we just gonna jump right into it. Okay, so I just want to start off saying, like, we all pretty much want the same things out of life. We all pretty much want love. We want real love. We want genuine love. We want sincere love. We want loyalty. We all pretty much want the same things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all human. We thrive off of affection and connection with others, and that's just part of life. That's part of us being human, that we desire those connections with other people, especially the opposite sex. Like, that's one thing that is one of our basic human needs, is relationship, connection with someone else. So I wanted to share too, like, it's like people can only love from their level of love that they have within them. It's like a well. How much water is in a well. That's how much water you can get out of that well. But if that well is halfway full, or if that well is almost empty or on E, then it don't have anything to pour out. It don't have anything to give. It don't have an overflow. It don't have nothing to basically put out, because it doesn't have anything. So it's almost the same thing with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of times we expect people to love us the way that we love, and we think that they're supposed to love us the way that we love them. But the truth of the matter is, everybody is not coming from the same level of love. Love is layers to it. God is love. God has an abundance of love. God is love. I know you heard that time and time again. So it's like, everybody don't have that much love to give. So if you out here looking for a certain level of love, and they, the people that you're running into don't have it, then it's impossible for you to get it. Okay. So I definitely wanted to put that out there. And then the other thing is conflict. Where does conflict really come from when it comes to like relationships, romantic relationships? And I also wanted to put out there too that romantic relationships is like powerful. Like, romantic relationships teaches you the areas that you need the most work in. Like, I don't know what it is about romantic relationships specifically, but I am telling you, like, those are like the most powerful relationships that really show you your areas, the areas that you need work in for some reason. So a lot of times when you have conflict, a lot of that conflict is really from like those traumas, those unhealed wounds, those childhood traumas that's basically coming at each other. So when you see two people arguing and you see two people fighting, this is the way I got the revelation when I saw it. It was more so like a vision. When you see two people arguing, okay, when you see it on the surface, you just see two people going at it back and forth. Right? But in spirituality and in the realness underneath the layers, it's both of those individual traumas colliding, clashing against one another, going back at one another. Those traumas, those mindsets, those limiting beliefs, those self-sabotaging behaviors. That's what's going at each other. It's not necessarily the people, because always notice that two people can definitely love one another, but it's just other things that is obviously present that is hindering that love and that connection. That's why, I don't know if you ever heard the saying, like, oh, well, what does love have to do with it? And, love, you can't just go based off of that. That's true. That's honestly 100% accurate. I'm just painting a picture here to show you, like, you can have two people who genuinely love each other, but because of the conflict, because of the trauma, because of the unhealed wounds, because of those areas, it's always going to clash. It's always going to collide if you're not doing the work, and then if also too y'all not doing the work together. Because at the end of the day, you do have to be equally yoked with somebody. You can't continue to rise. You can't continue to rise while this person continues to stay stagnant. If this person is not steady rising as you're rising, then boom, you have a disconnect right there. Because it's levels to it. When you're healing, you're really tapping into your worth, your self-worth, and who you are, and what you need out of a relationship, and what you need out of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to that part. But I also wanted to share too that you really have to accept people for where they are and who they are in the moment. A lot of times we want to force things. A lot of times we want what we want. We want things to be how we want it to be. But in reality, you really have to be patient. You really have to sit back and be like, you know what? This is where I'm at. First off, this is where I'm at. Is this something that I want to deal with? Is this something that I can deal with? Is this something that I can add on to my plate of things that I already have? And then you also have to accept that person and really analyze, like, you know what? I respect where they at in their journey, period. Like you got to respect where people at in their journey. And for me, what I have learned too as well, and look, failed relationship after failed relationship. I done been married. I done been divorced. I done had children. I've had failed relationships. At this point, I know, okay? I'm doing some stuff underground where I can really, begin to help people professionally the way that I really desire to. But everything is a process, and you got to start somewhere. So this is where I'm starting at. But what I had to learn from myself is that if I don't take my boundaries seriously with myself, then how am I going to expect, what I'm saying, to set for other people to respect my boundaries if I'm not even clear about my boundaries for myself, and a lot of times and especially when I speak as women as well, like, we, and people in general, we are very powerful. We have more power than we think. And we don't truly know, and we don't truly accept just how powerful we are, just as a human being, and with a mind, and having a will and an intellect. Like, we are very, very powerful, and we give our power away too often. But you have to respect where you at in your journey. Like, if you know you need to be alone, if you know you need to be single for a while, if you know you just need to focus on you, by any means necessary, do that. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we always, as a human being, we long for connection. We long for relationships. So you really have to, like, get focused, like, okay, it's going to be times you want that connection. You're going to want to go out with somebody. You're going to want to do this. You're going to want to have company. You're going to want to do this and then do that. But at the end of the day, if you know that it's best for you to get clear and get focused on you, then you gotta nail that in the wall, and you got to really be persistent and consistent and resilient, and really take that time for yourself, because that is what's going to help you get clarity and help you get clear about, okay, what is it that I want? what do I want? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really get clear about those boundaries with yourself, and then the boundaries that you may want to set with others when people do walk into your life. So that's that. And then there was something else I wanted to share with you guys as well. Hopefully it'll come back as I'm talking, but yeah, like those moments and those times as well. And I'm just speaking in general. This is not every relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are on the same level and they're fine and they're content, you know, and they don't really have a desire to go further. And that's no shot, no pun intended. But that helped bring back to my memory what it is I wanted to share. So when you get serious, when you get serious and when you done playing games and you done playing around with yourself and your worth and your purpose and your blessings and your desires and the hopes that you want for your future, you know what I'm saying? Like, time is of the essence. We think we got a lot of time, but you know what? Our lifespan is really short. Like, it's really short. So, you know, it do be times where, you know, people just not ready. You know, they just not ready to face them kind of demons. You know what I'm saying? They want to play. They want to play. They want to have fun. They want to do this. They want to do that. But this video is more so speaking to the people who tired. You know what I'm saying? Who's exhausted, who's maxed out, who's tired of failed relationship after failed relationship. You know what I'm saying? Disappointment after disappointment. When you really tap into your worth and which you desire out of life, and especially if you got a good heart, and you tired of giving so much and not getting anything back. When you get to that point, when you have a couple of kids like me, when you start a family earlier in life, it progresses you towards that point, that breaking point where it's like, you know what? I don't want this. I want this. You know what I'm saying? I want better. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting better for yourself. All right. So I'm just hoping that we can open up 2023, transparency 2023, real discussions 2023. I mean, real life situations and experiences, period. But I said all that to say that I love you guys, and I really enjoy sharing the things that God has given me. And I will continue to do so as long as I got breath in my body. I don't know if you saw my post today, but it's God made, not self-made. It's no way possible. It's no way possible, you know, we can be self-made. You know what I'm saying? It's only through the grace. It's only through the love. It's only through the strength that we get from our source, from our higher power, that gives us the energy, the ability, the tenacity, all of that gives us that power to be able to really create change in our life and change in our families and change in our communities and change in our children. I don't want my children, I don't want my daughters to go through some of the things I've been through. Don't get me wrong. We all have a lesson to learn. You know what I'm saying? We all have a journey. But if I could give them something, if I could leave them with a little bit of something, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because, you know, maybe I'll do a different video for just the ladies in general, and just really loving yourself. You know, what do that really mean? And what do that look like? Really loving yourself and cherishing yourself and taking yourself serious. So I'm telling you, when you have that self-love, when you love yourself, when you don't play about you, everybody gonna feel that. Dudes ain't even gonna know how to approach you. They already gonna feel the energy. Like, you know what? They can't even, you know, they're gonna feel that energy that's radiating off of you when you really tapping into your self-love and who you are and your essence and your beauty and your feminine qualities. Like, it's a beautiful thing. All right. So I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead, okay? But I love you guys. I'm in my space. I'm about to have my time, and then I'm gonna go probably get me a nice solo lunch date or something like that. But I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Man, I'm excited about the new year. I'm excited about these 3 different pots that my hands is in, and we'll get to that later. But I love y'all. Stay tuned, stay blessed, stay prosperous, stay happy, keep your vibration high. Even if everything around you looking stupid, Do whatever you can, play your music, whatever you need to do to make sure that your energy, because your energy is everything. Just make sure that you feeling good. You feeling good about yourself. You feeling good about life. You feeling optimistic. I'd rather be optimistic than just pessimistic and just hopeless. I'd rather be optimistic. You heard me? Because at the end of the day, I feel like if I had to choose one side of the scale to be on, I'd choose that one. Being optimistic, being positive, being energetic, because that's how I'm going to attract everything it is that I desire into my life and into your life. So with that being said, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Happy Thursday. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Catch the replay.